Hey Sonny here. Today I'm going to show you how to play the solo to The Ultimate Scene by Ozzy. It's Jake Lee. Great solo. It's short, but it's just it's a very wonderful melodic solo. It's very difficult to play. It took me a while to learn it. So anyway, let's break it down into measures. First thing is that the song is, if you listen to the recording, if you want to play along with the original recording, you have to tune your strings down half step to E flat. But right now, what I'm playing here right now is the standard tuning. So I'm tuning actually half step higher than the original recording. When you heard me play along with the record, I actually raised the pitch of the song half step higher, so I don't have to tune my guitar down instead. So again, my guitar is standard tuning, 440. So the first section is in the key of A. So we play the A chord. First measure goes like this. Again. So the notes is a second fret on a G. Hold it for X. And you pick the, what I would do, I'll pick downward on the fourth fret on the B string and pull off on the second fret. And then I pick upward on the second fret on the G string here, and then downward on the fifth fret on the B and pull off on the second fret on the B string. Back to second fret on the G, and fourth fret on the B and pull off on the second again, downward, and pick second fret up on the G string, and then down on the second fret on the E string, high E string, with my pinky, while my index finger is still on the second fret, and then up on the fifth fret on the B string, down on the fourth fret on the B string and pull off on the second fret, and then upward on the second fret on the G string. Slowly. Kind of get a little mute going on there. Or the next, so the next one, the next measure is over B chord, and you start with the second fret, the same, while your index finger is still on the second fret on position. You'll play downward on second fret on the B string, and the upward pick on the second fret on the G string and slide up to fourth fret on the G string. I'm sorry, go. And then pick the fourth fret on the B string, downward. So. And upward on the fifth fret on the B string and pull off on the fourth fret. Fourth fret on the G string, and then seventh fret on the B string, down, fourth fret on the E string, down. So right now you're still using your index finger playing this fourth fret position while your pinky is holding down the seventh fret. So now you pick upward on the seventh fret again on the B string, down on the fourth fret again on the E string, and seventh fret again on the B string. So far second measure we have this. Sorry. Again. And after that you pick the fifth fret on the B string and pull off on the fourth fret. upward on the 4th fret on the G, and downward on the B4. So that's second measure. So the second measure goes like this again. So the two measures together. With the picking, if you don't like the way I pick it, you can always try something different. I'm just giving you some suggestion how I pick it, because the note is kind of all over the place. There's a pattern to it, but once you play for a while, you'll figure it out. But again, the first two measure again. Third measure, you use middle finger, play the 4th fret on the G string and slide up to 6th fret on the G. And then downward on the B5, upward on G6, and down on the 7 on the B, and pull off on B5. The whole time your hands stay with the position, you don't move. And you pick upward on the 6th fret on the G string, and then you play the 7th fret on the I play down on the 7th fret on the high E string, pull off on E5. And do the same thing again on the B string, 7th fret to 5th fret, pull off, and then 6th fret on the G string. And then next part you play 7th fret and the 5th fret, 7th fret of B and 5th fret on the E string together, and pull off from the 7th fret of B string to 5th fret, and the 6th fret on the G string. Okay, so the third measure goes like this. Slow down. Okay, here's the fourth measure. Oh, by the way, on the third measure, what we just played is over C sharp minor. So the first measure is A, second measure is B, third measure is C sharp minor. Now the fourth measure is back to B again. And the notes are like this. The phrasing goes like this. Okay, so what I'm doing is I play the 6th fret on the G string, slide up to G8. While my fingers on the G8, I'll play the 7th fret on the B, down and back to 8th fret on the G, up, down on the 9th fret on the B string, pull off on 7, up on the 8th fret on the G, and while my fingers still let those notes rain out, I use my pinky and play 11th fret on the E string, down, and then 9th fret on the E string, pull off on 7, and 9 on the B, pull off on 7, and 7 and 7 on E7, B7, and then play both 7 together and slide down. So far, the 4 measure all together, slowly. I missed the pinky note at the bottom. So that's 4 measure, and that goes into the next section, which is is over G chord, G power chord, and I'll play the 7th fret on the G. Let me play slowly first. So that's the 5th measure. You don't move your hand, you just stay at the 7th position. So 7th fret on the G, down. 8th fret on the B, down. And index finger, while you're on the 7th fret, you play the 7th fret on the high E string, down. And then use your pinky, you play the 10th fret on the E string. And the 9th fret on the E string, pull off. Okay. And then you pivot back up to 7th fret on the B. So far, we have this. The next part, so you play the 12th fret on the high E string and pull off on the 7th fret where your index finger is. And then 10th fret on the E string, pull off on the 7th. And play 7th fret on the B string. You do the same thing with the 9th fret on the E string, pull off on 7th. 7th fret on the B string. And then 7th fret on the E string and 7th fret on the B string. So far we have this. And then you move up, same position, move up to 9th fret position. You do the same thing, you go 9 on the G, 10 on the B, and 9 on the E string. Back to 10 on the B string. And you do the same thing like you did on the 7th fret position. You pick the 12th fret on the high E string, and then 11th fret on the high E string and pull off on 7th. And then pick upward to 9th fret on the B string. And then 14th fret on the high E string, pull off on 9th. And then up on the 9th B string. And then 12th fret on the E, pull off on the 9th, and play the 9th on the B. 11th fret on the E string, pull off on 7th, and pull off on 9th, and then play the 9th fret again on the B. And do the same thing again with the 12th fret on the E string, pull off on 9th, and pick the 9th fret on the B string. So that's the 6th measure. Okay. Next measure is over a B flat chord. And what we'll play this. So it's over 2 notes. It's just 2 strings. I'm sorry. It's 2 strings, B and a high E string. So you start on the with my index finger on the 10th fret. You pick down on the 10th fret on the E string. 11th fret on the B string, and then you pick the 12th fret on the E string, pull off on 10th, and pick the 11th fret on the B string, and you play the 13th fret on the E string, pull off on 10th, 11th fret on the B string again. So you pivot back to 11th fret every single time you play it. So the notes are so again, this 10, 12, 13, 12, 15, 13, 12, 13. But every time you play it, you pull off on the 10th and you play the 11th fret on the B string. Okay, and next, the very last measure is over C chord. And you move your hands up, move up to a 12th position. So you kind of do the same thing. So you play the 12th fret on the E and the 13th fret on the B string. So play the 12th fret on the E string, 13th fret on the B string, and then you play the 14th fret on the E string, pull off in 12th, 13th fret on the B, 15th fret on the E string, pull off on 12th, flip back to 13th fret on the B again, and then you'll pick the 12th fret alone on the E string without pulling off, and the 13th fret on the B string. So far we have this. And after that, you'll do this 14th fret again on the E string, pull off on 12, and 13th fret on the B string, 15th fret on the E string, pull off on 12, 13th fret on the B string again, and the 17th fret, you stretch your pinky up to 17th fret. You play that, you pull off on 12th fret, and play 13th fret on the B string. And you move your hands up to 20th fret on the high E string. You bend up full step to 22nd fret. So that's the last measure. Okay. All right, let me play the last 5, 6, 7, 8, the last 4 measure together.